Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you may be listening, whatever time it may be. My name is Ryan Dooley. That is my co host, Justin Baker, and we are your hosts for Let's Talk Reds. Today, we're going to be doing the Hunter Greene season preview and prediction. And actually, we're doing this at a great time because the day we're recording, it just came out earlier that he has right elbow soreness and is getting an MRI that we do not know the results of yet. Justin, how was that news for you this morning?
Well, it did come out that they don't think he has any UCL damage, is what Hunter Greene himself said. Um, so that's always a positive. The confusing part is that this is an issue that was going on at the end of last season as well. And so if it is something that they think is going to be a pretty significant injury, the fact that they let this go all off season without checking it out and trying to mitigate it is very confusing. Um, but the news coming out more recently, it doesn't sound that it's going to be something that is a season-ending injury at this point. Um, I think it was Hunter himself said that if they do have to get something done, they've done it early enough that by playoff push time, he would be coming back, which is quite a long time away. But it does make you very thankful that they have as much starting pitching depth as they do, where there were questions of who's going to get left out. If it does end up that Hunter's not going to be able to make opening day roster and is going to miss a significant amount of time, all that does is move Rhett Lauder from potentially starting in AAA to now being your fifth starter. And I mean, I think there's worse things that could have happened to this team coming out of spring training. So while it isn't great news, I don't think it's the end all be all that some people were making it out to be. It does raise questions about if Hunter Greene's ever going to be able to stay healthy in the big leagues, which is the one damper that he has because that's been what's stopping him from putting up some numbers that would really catch people's eyes. But I think all in all, it isn't good news, but it doesn't seem like it's the worst news that we could have got out of the situation.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's a he's done for the year type of situation. Um, he's gonna miss time from this. He's not gonna be ready on opening day. Regardless of what that MRI says, they're not gonna throw him out there opening day. So raises the question now: who is gonna be the opening day starter? I would assume it's Andrew Abbott, but he hasn't had a real great spring. And the Reds are kind of notorious for putting random people on the mound on opening day, especially when Hunter's not good to go. A la Frankie Montas starting a couple years ago. That was ridiculous. Um, just literally about 5 minutes ago, the Reds also made a trade with the Pirates for Kyle Nicholas. He's a right-handed pitcher from the Pirates. Traded away Tyler Callahan, so kind of an interesting move there. I really liked Tyler Callahan before he broke everything in his body. What did he
Yeah,
break? His arm.
uh, his arm.
So yeah,
He
adding a little
broke
bit of
both of the
pitching depth there
bones. His forearm.
makes me. I'm not sure it's directly related to Hunter Green, but maybe it's just kind of a depth piece because we're looking at we might have to have both Louder and Burns in the rotation for an extended period of time. Um, yeah, it definitely. I was way more excited to film this episode a couple days ago when it looked like I was gonna sit here and kind of talk about let's put him in Cy Young conversations because if he is fully healthy for a full season, like he is one of the best pitchers in the league. The problem is he just hasn't done it. Like the most innings he's thrown in a year was 2024. He threw 150 innings. 2023 he threw 112, and last year he threw 107. Like he he's never made more than 26 starts in a year, and it's just like you kind of knew he was gonna miss time at some point. You just didn't know when, and turns out it's gonna be the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I know Nick Kroll came out and said that this happening is not going to make the Reds go look in the free agent market for starting pitching, which I don't think they have to. I think they have plenty of in-house solutions that they can deal with this with, um, which is why it's such a good thing that they actually have the depth they have. Uh, but if it does end up being some on the minor scale, I know Jeff Brantley made a comment today during the game that everyone has elbow soreness in spring training. And obviously, you're going to err on the side of caution, especially when it comes to someone like Hunter Greene. But he's under the impression that it's kind of a spring training. Everyone has their small issues. It is a little concerning that it went back into last year as well, but he still pitched in the Dodgers series at the end of last year and was throwing 100 miles an hour. So it wasn't impacting him too much. The fact that it's a nagging injury is a little bit scary, but all in all, it's too early at this point to know what's wrong with him. I think you can just hope that he maybe stays on the IL to start the season for a month or two, gets it under control, then ramps back up in AAA before joining the team back, I guess, very optimistically in May, most likely probably in June, which once again is not ideal, but I don't think that the Reds are going to be hurting for finding someone to fill his role in that meantime, though.
Yeah, I mean it. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him go on the 60-day in the next couple of days, especially depending on what that MRI does show. Um, I love Hunter coming out and saying that they don't think it's UCL or whatever, but I didn't think I had a UCL injury, and it turned out I had a grade 2 tear. So like, you never really. I understand that he's a professional pitcher. He probably knows what elbow pain feels like. Let's hope. I'm gonna kind of be not optimistic here, and I'm gonna assume the worst. And then if I get other news, then it's gonna be nice. But I don't know. I think even a May return for him seems optimistic. I would probably sit here right now and go. We'll probably see him around the All Star break, and that's probably when we're gonna get the real Hunter Greene, because it always seems like with him too, it's never like a clean road back. It's always something flared up, or we want to give him a little more time, make sure he's comfortable. We've been very careful with him, and for good reason, because he has injury issues. But I don't know. I think it's never good when your injury prone pitcher who throws 100 miles an hour is getting an MRI on his elbow on March 4th.
Yeah, but I think the Hunter Green statement saying there was no UCL damage came out post MRI.
Okay,
I think
okay.
that was I think they said that he was getting an MRI today, and then him saying that was after that had happened.
Well, that's good news then. Um,
I could be wrong in that, but the way that it was coming out on the Reds reporting is that's kind of the way it looked. Is that it was he's going to get an MRI today and see a couple of the doctors, and then the MRI happened. He came out later and said that there was no UCL damage. So I hope that that's the case. That was my interpretation of it. I hope that's correct, but if that is the case, that's best case scenario that it could have gone so far.
The Reds do not have the MRI results
Well, then Hunter
yet.
Green, the self doctor, tells you no UCL
Yeah.
damage.
Um. Yeah. Waiting for more info. Oh, he's going to Krem check. All right.
Kremchek didn't Neil Alatrosh, who is the specialist in Los Angeles, I believe.
Um. They won't know until at least Tuesday. So. Yeah. What? Yesterday. Wait. What? This was
Okay,
posted
so they
today. So I guess they won't know until next Tuesday. This is from Charlie
that
Goldsmith for at 11 a.m. today. But at least he won't. Oh, he won't throw. Whoops, I thought I said no. That's on me. Waiting for more info. Second opinion is encouraged. I don't like that. Second opinion normally means it's more serious than they thought it was going to be.
I still think that MRI is coming out was post MRI saying the UCL damage.
All right.
Um, Now there's other things in your elbow that could be flaring up that could cause that he might have to go get looked at. But I still think that the way it came out is that he said there was no UCL damage.
He's probably got tennis elbow, and it's going to take 2 months to heal. And we're going to be sitting in July going, hey, Hunter Greene's back. And hopefully we're in a good driver's seat then.
Well, good thing July is more than 2 months away.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I I wouldn't be surprised if he goes on the 60-day and this is a longer recovery because they're being cautious and he's back around the All Star break. It's
Hmm.
kind of where my head is right now with them. Let's get past all the sad MRI talk. Let's talk about the fun stuff with Hunter Greene. He's really fucking good. Excuse my language. He's really really good. Um, I like we kind of talked about back-to-back years of a 2.75 ERA in 2024, a 2.76 ERA in 2025. He is as good as we thought he was going to be when he was a prospect, and he has added a new pitch. Sinker, two seam. It looks like it's a sinker, but I think he called it a two seam, from what I understand.
The pitch metrics show it as a sinker.
Yes, all the metrics I've seen are it's a sinker. It's a pretty standard sinker, but I believe when they interviewed him, he called it a two seam. So I don't know, two seam sinker, whatever it is. He's got two fastballs now, which is huge because he can play a splitter off of that. Because was it against lefties? He was struggling a bit last year. His numbers against lefties weren't as good, I believe. Like
That
strikeout numbers, I think it was. Um,
wouldn't surprise me.
not really. Kind of no, honestly, not really. He looked fine, I guess, against both. I don't know why they don't have the ERA here. I guess that doesn't really matter come into play. A .93 WHIP against righties, a .96 WHIP against lefties. So I don't know. Do I have his? I guess I don't have a strikeout rate on here. Um, Actually, looks like he struck out more lefties than righties. I don't know. Whatever it is, always nice to have a sinker, especially in today's game where sinkers are so good, and it'll help out his splitter and his slider a lot.
Yeah. Um, I think him adding that splitter and getting more comfortable with it was a really good step to give him that third pitch. And then this new fastball, if it is something that he's actually willing to throw in game and works in game, uh, he's going to become an even more complete pitcher than he had been before when he was posting these 2.75 and 2.76 ERAs, which is a very encouraging sign.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I don't know if Fangraphs has updated this. Uh, no, they have not. So this is gonna be kind of hard to do a prediction here on one of his stats. So I still think even if even if he comes back in July or whenever he comes back, he's still gonna be really good. And we need him more. I think this is a team that's now looking at October. We need him way more in October than we do in April. Now, it does suck that we're going to be facing Garrett Crochet on opening day, and Hunter Greene's not going to be on the other end of that. Um, but I mean, what's the number we really want to look for? I mean, a 31% K percentage last year is unbelievable. I mean, this is like could be one of the five best pitchers in baseball if he could just stay healthy. Um, I was gonna say innings pitched. It was at 180. He's not gonna throw 180 pitches or 180 innings. Um, do we want to go with his number from last year? Let
Number of what?
number of innings pitched. Let's go 110. Does he throw over or under 110 innings?
So if he comes back July, like you're saying, that gives him probably 10, 15 starts. No, more than that. Probably. What do people usually come into All-Star break with start wise?
Let me see if I can go look at that. Let's see splits. Let's see in. Let's just say he comes back. So he didn't play at all in. Let's see. Okay. He went into the All Star break with 11 starts, but he also didn't. He only made one start in June. You make about 5 starts a month ish.
5 starts a month. So
So
if he pitches,
let's say he comes back July 1st. So July, August, September.
so
He makes 15
15
starts.
starts.
He's
So 110 would put him at throwing way too many innings.
yeah. That's if he comes back in July. If this is not as bad as we think it is, and he's back in June, all right, now he's making 20 starts.
And you'd have to average just over
So that's
five.
5.5. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I'll take the over on 110 just because I feel
Yeah.
like the way that it's been talked about so far is that this is kind of a, if we're being really careful, MRI came back, I believe, and showed positive. He doesn't seem too scared about it. The second opinion could just be because he's feeling this pain. There's nothing really showing up, and they still want to know maybe like why that's happening. So they might be getting a second opinion for that reason. Um, I don't know. So I'm still hopeful that he comes back early June and then can get that 110 number.
So let's see. Last year he made 19 starts and he threw 107 innings. So, and in 23 he made 22 starts and threw 112 innings. So the 110 innings is a really good on the fly line. Um, I see, because I wish I knew more from the MRI of, hey, is he gonna be back, working into end of May, early June, or is this gonna be they're shutting him down until August? I'm gonna take. Man, he's only thrown under 110. I'm gonna take the over and be optimistic on this. I know I got done saying I'm gonna be not optimistic with him, but here's the issue. I think he throws over 110 innings. The one thing I'm worried about with that is that the Reds go, "Hey, we have a great pitching staff. Like Hunter Greene's great, but we don't need to rush him back. Like, say Abbott's as good as he was, and um, say Burns and Louder just are great. Like they're what we think they're gonna be. But what's the need to rush Hunter back? Um, I'd say I just don't know on this one. I think he throws probably right around 110. Um, I'll stay with you here and take the over. I'm gonna hopefully take I'm gonna I'm gonna talk myself out of this like right. I don't know. Give me a second. Let me think about that. The problem was when it was set at one. What was it set at by 180? Oh God, I think I would have taken the under on that too. But I was gonna take the over. I thought it was gonna be like 160. I would think I would have taken under 180.
I would also take under 180 on a full season.
I'm gonna take the under. I'm gonna flip and take the under. I just think there's no need to rush him back. I think we've got enough pitching depth in the organization. I think we've got enough good starters where we feel comfortable kind of letting him come back slow. Now, I can't wait for before this gets posted for it to come out that, oh yeah, he's fine. He's gonna miss 3 weeks and then he'll be back, and then he is 100% gonna make over. He makes 27 starts this year and throws 155 innings or something stupid.
And then
Um,
I'll look like a genius. So I kind of hope
yeah.
that happens. Come on, Hunter, let's
Oh,
go.
I would love to be wrong on this. I would love for him to throw 110 innings. I just think we take it easy on him coming back, and then when he does come back, we kind of keep him on a short leash because of how good the rest of the pitching staff is. So he may only be throwing 5 innings a start, and it might only get 17 starts. Um, I
I don't
hate
know.
taking the under on him because I love him.
I'm just taking the optimistic route here, and that it's not just a spring training. Oh, I don't know if it's supposed to feel that way. It felt like this last year when I was at the end of the season, which I feel like everyone deals with some sort of soreness at the end of a season. Um, so I don't know. I'm just hoping it's the optimistic version of that.
I really want to take the over. I really do. Uh, let's see. Anything else like from like recently that tells why are the Cubs fan pages posting about his? I mean, like, is there any timeline on him right now?
No.
It's elbow stiffness is the official word. Like, I don't know what to make from that. Right elbow stiffness that has plagued him since the end of last season. So why in the world are we just now looking at it?
Yeah, that's what that was the whole thing. It's like why it doesn't.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, the UCL is fine.
Okay, it's
The UCL is fine. Um, I am going to actually flip this again and say over because per Charlie Goldsmith, Hunter Greene was asked if he will be ready for the start of the season, and he said, "I don't know. I'm not sure." That makes me think he is going to be ready far sooner than I thought he was going to be. I'm going to take the over. I'm going to say he makes more. I'm going to say he comes back, have a big. If something has to be done, it's early and we'll get it out of the way quick, and we can have a big chunk of the season. If we have a playoff push, I'll be ready to go. I don't see. That's where I don't like it. See, he says he might be ready for opening day. He's not sure, and then he goes, "Well, I'll be ready for a playoff push." I just don't
yeah.
know with him. I'm gonna take the over. I love him. I love him. I think. Let's hope that he's fine. He ends up. Um, I just he had discomfort in his last 5 or 6 starts. What are we doing? I don't know. All right. Over from me. Over from you. I've got nothing else. It's kind of a sadder episode than I wanted it to be with him. You got anything to add?
No, I think that's pretty much gone over it all.
Hunter, get healthy, and hopefully we'll see you soon. That's all we have for you for this one. Let us know down below what you think of the Hunter Greene injury, and if we missed anything in this episode, hit like and subscribe. Helps us out a lot. That's all from us today. We'll have another episode coming out tomorrow. Hope you guys have enjoyed these with the Ellie one and the Eugenio Suarez one. But as of now, that is all we have. So thank you guys for watching. Let's talk Reds, and we will see you next time. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Talk Reds. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit like and subscribe down below. Also, leave a comment letting us know what you think we missed or points you would like to see us make in a future episode. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more just like it, click on one of the videos on your screen right now, and let's go Reds.